Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Choosing Up Sides by John H. Ritter, narrated by Johnny Heller.
Chapter 1. I grew up with my left hand tied behind my back. Well, actually, it was only tied up till I was 6 or 7. I figured it was all on account of my Uncle Micah, Ma's only brother. He worked as a newspaper man up near Cleveland. He smoked tobacco and had a certain tendency to get drunk. He also had a tendency to go out dancing all night. But, worst of all, he tended to smoke his cigars or drink his drinks or write down notes using his left hand. The hand of the devil, Pa called it. Pure backwards of what's right and good. "Leave a boy go left-handed," he once told my ma, "and he'll turn out wild as a witch dog, same as your fool brother Micah." Then Pa hitched up close and whispered down at the both of us, "And I ain't about to let that happen." See, I had that tendency toward being left-handed too. Couldn't help it. That's just the way I was born. Back in the early spring of 1921, we were brand new in town. Crown Falls, Ohio. A little dot on the map that hardly had 2 cows to rub together. My pa was a preacher, and he moved us around a lot. That's how it always been anyhow. Ma said this time was supposed to be different. The Holy River of John the Baptist Church Council had sent us here. Now that the Great War was over and Prohibition had started up, Pa said those Holy River baptizers down in Memphis figured it might be a good time to spread the word up north. And Crown Falls, set smack on the Ohio River border with West Virginia, was a fair enough stretch north for them. They always picked us a river town, too. Reason was, then, like John the Baptist back in the Bible days, you could take and fully dunk a sinner when you saved him. Me, I didn't specially care where I lived, long as we had the river by. My river, the great Ohio. I'd spend hours roving the craggy cliffs above its rushing narrows, or working its woody shoreline for treasure. I didn't care a coal bucket about baptizing. What I cared about was trapping and fishing. Even so, I'll never forget that morning we first glimpsed our new church and home. "That's it?" my little sister Chastity blurted out as the deacon's motor car coughed to a stop. "Sure is, sweet pie," said the round-faced churchman with the crabapple nose. "Purty little red brick house of God, ain't it?" I studied the dirt-stained glass, the hawk's nest spilling from the bell tower, and the tilted white cross. Ma took a deep breath behind her hand, but she knew her place. She let Pa talk. Pa's thin hand rubbed the stubble on his bony jaw. "Do just fine, Deacon Booker," he managed to say. Chastity bit her lower lip and wrinkled her 5-year-old nose at me. I patted her knee. Forget the ugly church, I thought. I was just relieved Pa didn't rant up and explode in some righteous anger. Wouldn't take much either. I'd seen it happen with less call than his realizing he'd been sent off to some podunk town to resurrect a fallen-down church. A little steel rod of a man, Pa was sometimes hesitant to speak out, but you wouldn't want to judge his caution as weakness. He used it more like a wary cat, waiting for the right time to pounce. It's how he'd do. He'd flare up, do his damage, then slink off somewheres. But the next time you clapped eyes on him, he'd come purring up like the pious preacher folks figured him to be. What he was thinking now, behind his green cat eyes, I could only guess. But I was sure to hear about it later.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.